Kimi K3 just launched a few hours ago, and it is officially the largest open source model in the world right now. Not only that, it absolutely smashed Claude Fable 5 in the front end code arena. We're talking Fable level intelligence for Sonnet level prices. So today we're putting that to the test by giving the exact same prompt to both Kimi K3 and Fable 5 across 3 massive builds, a futuristic e-commerce store, an immersive 3D fighting game, and finally, a cinematic 3D flight simulator. Same rules for both, a single one-shot output, no revisions, deployed live to the internet. This is Kimi K3 versus Fable 5. Let's get straight into it. On the left-hand side, we have Kimi K3 on max effort, and on the right-hand side, we also have Claude Fable 5 on max effort as well. So first up, we are building a futuristic e-commerce site. And this one build is actually testing a lot at once. We're testing design taste, 3D graphics, animation, and conversion psychology, the thing that turns visitors into paying customers. Because this can't just be a template with a buy button. The model has to sculpt the product in 3D from scratch. And every piece has to work together, because on a real product launch, one broken animation doesn't just look bad, it'll literally cost you revenue. So this could actually be useful if you're selling your own product or building landing pages for paying clients. So let's see how these two models handle it. So here's the prompt: create a premium single product e-commerce drop page in HTML file for Nova X1, a fictional pair of limited edition wireless headphones. I'm sure by now you've seen Apple's scroll animation effect. We're basically looking to create something similar. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this whole thing and just paste it in here. All right, and they are off. Boom. Now straight away we can see Kimi is actively working. It's actually kind of satisfying. On the right hand side, you can see Fable is yet to even respond. Fable's like this wise old geezer, and Kimi's like the young neighbor's kid that's constantly making noise and running around the house. Oh yeah, by the way, I also built this usage tracker. So we're also going to be seeing the input tokens, output tokens, how long each build takes, as well as how much it's all going to cost. Okay, now last time I ran this test, you guys absolutely flamed me and my marking rubric. Bruh. So I've changed it up slightly. As you can see, we have Yang Zilin, the founder of Kimi K3, a ninja, and we have Dario, once again, founder of Anthropic, as a samurai. We're going to be awarding 1 point for whoever is the fastest, 1 point for whoever is the cheapest, and 1 point for whoever has the best output, which are basically the 3 things that we all care about. And then at the end, the winner will be whoever has the most points in total. All right, well, let's let these models run. Damn, Fable still hasn't responded, and it's nearly been 4 minutes. I'll catch you guys back later. All right, the results are in. Now, I did have to prompt Fable a little bit extra at the start because it stopped working. I think I accidentally pressed the escape button. So I think Fable took a little bit over an hour and Kimi took a little bit under an hour. Let's have a look at the results. All right, so starting with Fable. Damn, bro, that looks sick. You can see down here, you can change the color. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Ooh, red looks nice. That button is super responsive. Look at how it shakes. Damn, jiggle, 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 jiggle. Ooh, Finn from Berlin just reserved a pair. I am getting that animation. Anatomy of silence. Ooh, chef's kiss, that is clean. Ooh, damn, that looks sick. Wow, okay, this is gonna be hard to beat. This is actually gonna be really hard to beat. There's so much animation everywhere. FAQ super smooth as well. All right, well, Fable has quite obviously smashed it. All right, so we're looking at Kimi K3 now. Ooh, also very clean. You can also change the colors here. Interesting how its placement of the colors is in the center. Fables was on the right-hand side. Alex from Berlin here as well. Damn, everyone seems to be from Berlin. Let's scroll down and see if we can get that animation effect. Ooh, yep. Every part considered. Ooh, and also expanding. That's pretty cool. Ooh, similar to Fable. It's showing the different parts as well. This is really clean. Wow. Of course, very responsive here as well. Ooh, these are super smooth. And then we can, of course, order as well. Ooh, I saw that little effect. I don't think we got that in Fable. Let's try that again. No, we don't. Fable doesn't have that cool little animation where it goes into your cart. Man, let's have a look again. Look at how clean that is. Oofed. All right, it's obviously very close. Let's have a look at the stats. So Kimi took 6.6 million tokens with a 98% cash rate. Fable was at 11.5 million with a 96% cash rate. Kimi took 51 minutes. Fable took a little over an hour at an hour 17 minutes. And holy moly, that is cheap. $3.75. That is exactly 8.7 times cheaper than Fable. What the hell? Guys, that is a huge difference. Considering that it is 1/8 the price, we've literally gotten, I'm going to say 90% of the result. Kimi K3 is genuinely game changing, and it's definitely caught a lot of people by surprise. Like a few days ago, this guy, Scott Alexander, who writes the 3rd largest newsletter in the science category, wrote a paper saying Chinese models are 6 to 12 months behind. Kimi releasing today has made that statement age incredibly poorly. I mean, you've got the CEO of Kimi going on national Chinese television saying that their models used to take 6 to 12 months to train, and now they've got it down to 3. I mean, think about it. Kimi K 2.6 just came out in March. To have a model near Fable level intelligence at these price points is truly a blessing. I mean, just last month, Anthropic was fear-mongering us, stating Fable would only be available for those who could pay top dollar. I can only imagine the follow-on effects of a model release this good and what it can have to Anthropic's upcoming IPO. Their internal board meetings right now must be so stressful.
Now what? Do we still have any dignity left? Huh?
We're going to have to give Kimi speed, and we're definitely going to have to give Kimi cost. So Fable won on the output, but at what cost? I've always really wanted to say that. All right, moving on to the next prompt. Create a complete, fully playable 3D arena fighting game in a single HTML file. Let's go ahead and send it. And now we wait. Now, while that's running, I want you guys to just sit and consider for a moment how things have accelerated more in the last 30 days from a dozen AI players than in the last year. We've had Grok 4.5, GPT 5.6 Sol, Meta's Muse Spark, and now with Kimi K3, the rate of growth is so fast, it really does feel like every day there is a new model that is better than its predecessors. Like, take a look at these benchmarks. Kimi is going toe to toe with GPT and Fable in the deep software engineering bench. In the program bench, you can even see it's beating GPT and Fable. The general consensus I'm seeing is Kimi K3 is great for front-end design. It's clear this was one of the team's main North Stars when training the model. All right, guys, the results are in. Now, before I show you their outputs, I just want to show you the stats real quick because these are insane. Kimi only took 53 minutes. Claude literally took double that amount of time. At $3.68, it's literally 1/10 the price. So I want you to consider that when we're scoring these, okay? 97% cash rate, 98% cash rate for Fable, nearly 3 times the amount of tokens as well, which is pretty crazy. Total cost for all our builds so far is $71. Let's have a look at Kimi. And straight off the rip, it looks pretty cool. We've got a fighter style game. I can pick my character over here. Let's go with Blitz. Go easy mode because I want to win and start. Off the rip, you can see on the left-hand side, there's the amount of hits that I'm doing. Let's try my power up real quick. Whoa. I love how responsive it is. And boom, KO, slow motion knockout. Oh, and then there's another round. Okay. Feels like a real Mortal Kombat kind of game. Oh, rotating goes under the floor. It's kind of funny. Reminds me of Elden Ring a little bit. It's actually really cool. Oh, shit. Can I dodge this? Oh, I think I dodged it. Let's go. Done. Boom. KO. That was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. That was actually really fun. Let's have a look at Fable. Ooh, okay. Fable's got a little bit more contrast, a little bit more color. It's definitely a different vibe. There's music in Fable, which is nice. Let's go easy mode and let's try the other guy this time. Titan. Enter the arena. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Gameplay feels very similar. The camera is not great, I will say, because seismic break. Boom! Wrecked. Damn, that was cool. That was cool. Okay, wow. Just comparing the two side by side, all in all, they look pretty similar. In fact, I would actually say Kimi's camera quality is better. The tracking. It's pretty impressive that these models are able to create AI opponents who are genuinely difficult to fight. It's pretty even, guys. Fables does look better, but again, speed, it was half the amount of time as Fable. It cost 1/10 the amount of Fable, and the output was like 80 to 90% there. I will give the output to Fable because, you know, it does have sound. It does have better looking assets, but I'm not going to lie, Kimi is extremely competitive right now. You need to start thinking about, what do you care about? Do you just care about the final output looking amazing? Or do you care about how much it's going to cost? How much time it's going to take? Because in a realistic world, we're not going to be able to afford Fable if it ever goes out of the subscription. It's more realistic for us to be using these cheaper models like Kimi, which you'll eventually be able to download through Ollama, just like you have been able to their previous models. So if you have the right hardware, you can literally run a model that is near Fable level intelligence locally on your computer. Like, that is mind-blowing. Remember how the government took Fable away from us? They cannot take Kimi K3 away from you. That is huge in and of itself. On that note, let's go ahead and send the last prompt, a cinematic 3D flight simulator. So in order for Fable to win right now, it will have to get a point for each category. If Kimi just gets 1 point, it's going to take this whole thing home. So on that note, I'm going to send these prompts and I'll see you after. All right, both models are complete, starting off with Kimi here. Up and down to move by the looks of it. Whoa, this is sick. Yo, rain is pretty cool. And it just continuously generates. It looks like, ooh, we got a bit of lightning. Little map on the bottom right-hand side, as you can see right here. All in all, super freaking dope. Let's have a look at Fable. Whoa. Holy mo, this looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. Okay. All right. Fable has absolutely smashed it. I cannot lie to you right now. Fable has done a fantastic job. The colors are amazing. I will say I don't see as much... oh, I just did a flip. And I've crashed. Got the rain coming up here as well. Lightning as well. Looks great. Wow, okay. Fable, I mean, it's very dark now, but honestly, Fable has absolutely killed it. Let's have a look at the expenses here. So Kimi taking 4.8 million tokens, 38 minutes. Fable actually pretty close this time around, 44 minutes. However, look at the cost. I mean, the gap is smaller this time for sure, considering the previous builds. 17.6 divided by 2.6. We're looking at a 6.7x decrease in costs. I'm sure a little bit of prompting and we could definitely get it to Fable, if not better, for cheaper. So it really depends on, are you the type of person that wants to iterate, or are you the type of person that wants to actually just have a final output? Now, if I was to mark these guys fairly, I'm going to have to give... So who actually won? That depends on what you care about. Speed, cost, or just the final output. Everyone's answer will honestly be different. Kimi won with overall points, but Fable had the overall best output. Let me know which one you choose in the comments below. If you want to try out Kimi for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.